Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the other day my father he got haunted. Yeah, haunted. Don't be so surprised because superstition, this thing is still something in China, okay? I would say especially for the older generation, they do believe in this kind of thing. Even though me as someone who was born in the 90s, I was deeply influenced by the culture there, especially culture from my family. 2 weeks ago, it's about 10 days ago, so my dad had a fight with my mom, okay, like usual. I'm used to it because my dad is a typical emotional man. Don't get me wrong, I love my dad a lot, okay? That's just my impression of him. This is like all the kids' impression of him. He's just so moody and so emotional, and he's so needy, sensitive as well. Like usual, he had a fight with my mom. Then you know what? He went out with his scooter at midnight, 12 o'clock. Even though I said China is very safe, they don't really recommend old people to go out at 12 o'clock normally. What are you going to do at 12 o'clock? What, you're gonna go party? You're gonna go drinking, smoking like the young kids? No, of course not. So they recommend you to stay at home. He is turning 68 this year, okay? 68 years old this year. Yeah, he had me when he was quite old, so don't try to guess my age. We went out at 12 o'clock, he went back, and something weird happened around 4 a.m. Out of nowhere, all in a sudden that my dad started feeling so numbing, his whole body so burning, like stinging, and he had headache just for no reason, right? He felt like he couldn't breathe, and then he just quickly just asked my mom, hey. At that moment, he completely forget that he had a fight with my mom. So my mom got really nervous and really panicked because she didn't know what was going on. She called my brother, so they quickly rushed down to the first floor and sent him to the hospital. So I felt guilty as well because I was away. I couldn't really do anything. They checked his body, his whole body, okay? They did a full body check on my dad. Nothing wrong at all, okay? They test his blood sugar and his stomach, because my dad always had problems with his stomach, you know. Ever since I remember, he has been taking medications for his stomach, so it has been decades, but nothing wrong with the stomach either. It was not bleeding, so the doctors couldn't find out any reasons why he was like that. Everybody got really worried and panic, like, you know, feels like something that kind of thing got him, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know about you, but in my family, okay, my family is, I would say they're quite obsessed with this kind of superstition stuff. Every time when things turned out just weirdly, what do they usually do? They will usually go to a psychic and then to see what is going on, okay? What is going on? I know it sounds so ridiculous to some of you, but I'm sorry, this is the culture of my family. But trust me, superstition plays a very important role in Cantonese society, okay? I don't know any other provinces outside Guangdong province. As far as I know, Cantonese, we do believe this kind of thing to a degree, okay? More or less. So areas in Guangdong, for example, in Chaoshan area, they are more crazy about superstition kind of thing, you know. They have lots of rituals and tributes to the gods and some other stuff. So the hospital couldn't find out anything wrong with my father's body, you know, but he kept vomiting. As long as he put something into his mouth, as long as he drank some water, he kept vomiting non-stop. That was crazy. That was quite scary, you know. I was thinking maybe they just couldn't find out the reason why. I don't really believe that kind of thing got him back then. And he lost a lot of weight just within 10 days. I would say he lost around 6 to 7 kilograms in 10 days. Honestly, I was quite concerned. I was quite worried because I don't want to lose my father at such a young age, you know. I don't want to become an orphan. Sorry, I still have a mom. I'm not sure if you still remember Jimmy, my older brother, okay? My older brother, his father-in-law, he's a psychic. So after 2 days of hospital, my brothers just moved my father out, and then they sent him to the psychic, my Jimmy's father-in-law. Okay, so I'm not sure if you ever heard about this type of procedure, or you guys have a different procedure in foreign countries, but basically in China, it is like the psychic is like they were doing something like this is it. And some god or some ghost or whatever different creatures, they will like enter someone who can connect someone's body, okay, straight away. Then they will talk what was going on. So apparently there was a group of ghosts. They just gathered together, and then they just aimed at my father. Just unfortunately they chose my father. As I said, Jimmy's father-in-law is a psychic. He has a superpower to talk to those like gods or ghosts or other spirits which we can never see, okay. So they negotiated, let him go first, and we can talk about later. Whatever you want, we can burn something for you, can burn you some big house, or you want chicken, or you want some pork, or you want some girls, we can burn it for you. Please let him go first. And guys, something miracle happened. Miracle just happened. So he couldn't sleep for the past 4 to 5 days. He couldn't sleep at all, okay? Then after that day, ever since that day, he finally could fall asleep like normal, okay? Like before. Finally he could fall asleep, and he stopped having fever all in a sudden overnight. Okay, I honestly, I'm not sure what was going on. I was still doubting. Even now I'm still doubting. You sure it is ghost, or just your body has some inflammation, some allergy, or some reaction? Doctors couldn't find out. So he got recovered like say 70 to 80% just after that one visit to Jimmy's father-in-law, to this psychic. Amazing, right? Next day, my brothers took him to a different doctor then to see what was going on with his body, because he still has some remaining problems. Like he said, oh, I feel much better now, but I still couldn't sleep. I don't know, just feel like my mind is like so messy. I couldn't sleep at all. The other doctor said he had some inflammation of his gallbladder. That's why he had quite yellowish pee. So they gave him some Chinese medication and some Western medication together for him to take. He got better, I would say even better after the treatment, but still not completely recovered. So my dad was mumbling again. He said, oh, maybe the ghost still in my body, that's why he's still controlling me, that's why my voice is still changed, it's not normal. Oh, I think you guys should take me to a different hospital to do a full body check. I seriously, I doubt it is that simple. I think it's just something that superpower, like it got me unluckily. Then my brothers took him to another hospital, another doctor. This doctor is quite famous in our local area, and this doctor said, please check his blood sugar, okay? This could be a cause of his reaction, like sting, like burning and headache. So we checked his blood sugar again. This time, something really shocking happened. His blood sugar was extremely high, okay? The normal range is no more than 6, but his was 11 point something, okay? That was extremely high already. And he has never ever taken any medication for blood sugar. He doesn't have diabetes at all. And as I said, he was sent to hospital straight away after that night, right? So he had been in hospital for 2 to 3 days. They checked his blood sugar every day, okay? Every day was normal, like nothing wrong, just within the normal range. So we didn't really pay attention to his blood sugar. The doctor said, okay, that might be the cause. You should take some medication for your sugar for 10 days, then we will see. So after we found out that his blood sugar was high, then my dad felt much better ever since. Ever since he found out the reason why he was sick, he felt like much happier. Then he was joking around to my brothers like this, funny. And before he found out the reason why he was sick, he was completely depressed. He was like this. He didn't want to talk at all, just feel like, oh, so sad and so miserable. Honestly, I'm quite confused. Why the first doctor in the first hospital, he couldn't find out the reason why my dad was sick. Yeah, it was just so weird that they couldn't detect that his blood sugar was high, I know there are different periods when you test your blood sugar. It could be different, I know, okay? But it was just so weird. They couldn't detect anything at all. Probably because none of my family members has diabetes. That's why, yeah, we lack of this type of knowledge. And you know what? Jimmy's father-in-law, he did come to our place to do some ritual stuff, that kind of thing. Just like you prepare some chicken, you prepare some pork, you prepare some those paper house and paper girls, and then do some ritual stuff. What I saw is that he did write something on my father's hand, and then something to wrap it up, just officially giving out the things the ghost asked for, in case the ghost will come back later, say, oh, you guys are liar, you said you would burn this kind of thing to me, but you didn't burn. You guess what, this time I'm gonna do something even worse. I feel like my father's recovery thanks to the combination of superstition and the diagnosis of his blood sugar. Yeah, or probably just the diagnosis of his blood sugar. I have no idea at all. Honestly, I'm so confused nowadays. I couldn't even tell which is real, which is not. Especially after my oldest brother, he told me something the other day. He told me that he saw something. He saw something at midnight, okay? Something in white, just like a wind, like this quick, okay? At the courtyard of our house. He saw like this in white, something in white. Honestly, I don't know if he was just exaggerating or just making things up. After all, his personality is a bit, showing off type, so I have no idea at all. My oldest brother's daughter, my niece also said something similar. Like one day later, she said something like, one morning she was on the first floor, then just she turned around and she saw something in white again, just like this, flew away. I don't know, just this kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys believe in superpower, this kind of stuff or not, but as far as I know, in China, feng shui is very important, okay? It's extremely important, especially among the rich and the powerful. So you probably would be shocked at how much money those rich people and the powerful people they spend each year on feng shui. It probably directly determines whether their business would survive or keep thriving or not. Yes, it matters that much. And other thing is 迷信, superstition, okay? 迷信 is, I don't know, it will always play a quite important role in Chinese society, I would say. At least in some part of China, some region of China, we will always be quite superstitious. That's why most Chinese people, we do believe in karma, and we do believe in what goes around comes around. Yes, that's why Buddhism always says, if you don't want to go to hell, the 18层地狱, 18层地狱, when you die, then you better do good things when you're alive, okay? You better just gather those good, positive energy when you're alive. That's also why each year the tomb sweeping holiday, the 3-day holiday, is so important and significant in China. So everyone just goes back to their hometown to do the tomb sweeping, pay our respect and pay our tributes to our ancestors and the one we love who died, like for example the grandparents, grandparents, stuff like this. I think deep inside we do believe in this kind of things, that's why this culture, this festival could pass down generation to generation. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment as usual. We will see you there.